Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages and resellers. I'm the Rocky Top Picker, Jefferson Flips, Beard King Picker, coming to you on the last show. Stick around. You will not believe what we're going to be dealing with.
Flip or die. The Resellers Locker Room Podcast. The Resellers of entertainment and zero instruction. Out on the road hitting thrift store gold. Three wild men with stories untold. Beard Kings growling, Rocky Top's wild. CJ's laughing like a metalhead child. Sipping brews in a cheap motel. Talking deals and tales we never sell. This ain't no class, it's a backstage pass to the resale game with some serious sass. Flip or die. We're living fast in the reseller sky.
All right, kids, welcome back to another yet splendid edition of the Reseller Locker Room Podcast. I've already introduced you guys, so we can just jump on into this. You know, I said in the opening, the last show. Well, it's the last show, recorded show, before we got the meetup, fellas, because our meetup is next weekend.
I got excited for a second.
I thought it was over.
I thought you did.
We've canceled the show and never mind about the meetup. All right.
Yeah,
Irreconcilable differences.
Right off the top, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank everyone that tunes in and watches these episodes every week. And we also want to have a big thank you to our paid memberships here to the channel. And we want to thank everyone that's going to be in attendance for this meetup coming up, not this weekend, but the next, the 26th through the 28th. Man, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the meetup because the time is almost on us. And yeah, so I'm excited. Wanted to tell our audience, fellas, before we get too deep, is tune in next Thursday night when we are going to do the Locker Room live show. And we're going to have Archie in this room, Jefferson in this room where I am, Alex, Mike Metco, and Mary. We're all going to be jammed in here in my building, my eBay shop. And we're going to be broadcasting live. So you'll be able to bookmark it. We want you guys to plan. If you're not coming to the meetup, you want to definitely watch this live because we're just going to be telling all kinds of stories and having a good time, hanging out with you, the viewer, to make comments or whatever. And we'd love to see you there next Thursday. Is it 8 p.m. Eastern, Alex? We're doing that?
I was going to ask you. So
I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern.
7:30 or 8 o'clock. Yeah, probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm thinking.
So what's new with you fellas?
Just staying busy, packing orders today, listing more. Yeah, it was kind of a slower weekend. I don't know. Seemed a little slower.
I had 5.
Okay. Is that up for you though? Because you're not really listing. And I did want to ask you if you noticed a difference because I heard that you went to promote 10% across the board.
I did go 10% across the board. It's been 2 weeks now. Not much difference. I've had blank days.
Have you looked on the back end to see your impressions have gone up?
The listing views have gone up. The impressions are slightly up, but not a lot. But the views on item number has gone up on the items, views to items.
Mm-hmm.
But really, not that much difference.
Yeah.
Well, if you're getting well, maybe you need to
I would think
reevaluate what you're doing, what you're selling. I went through your whole store the other night and judged everything about your store. I price comped a lot of the things, and I realized you're crazy high on some of your items.
Yeah.
Like you have this lunchbox looking thing that you have for like $230. The average sell price of that item is $65.
What lunchbox thing?
It looked like a case, like a vintage case. I don't know if it's a car case. It's blue, I think.
That's a vintage Matchbox playset that's in a carrying case.
And
people can make an offer.
Yeah, but if you're $250 and the average sell price is $65, I mean, I get because I list higher on purpose.
Wait.
You're not even in the ballpark. You need to be like $100 maybe.
There's no way that was 60, because when I comped that thing out, I was just above what the average sale was at that time.
I know, but things change. When's the last time you checked the price?
Yeah, well, this is not an evaluation of Rocky Top's business there, Alex.
I'm
Appreciate
going
you doing that.
to name the episode "Evaluation of Rocky Top Pickers Store." So now it is, since I controlled the back end of this podcast.
All
right,
Jefferson, what's new with you, buddy?
Yeah, I've come to the realization that eBay doesn't fail you; you fail eBay, right? Because everybody's always like, I don't know, the algorithm hates me, Kryloff doesn't like my stuff, no one buys anymore. But I just have been a poor reseller, so I sold 4 things last week. But I just need to reevaluate what I'm doing and get myself to a better place, because I am just not trying hard enough to be successful, honestly.
I'm trying very hard, and I just had my biggest day ever and have my highest 90-day average ever.
So that goes
That's
with my
awesome, dude.
I think we hit last Wednesday. We did like 15 to 17 sales in one day.
nice.
That's crazy good.
But here's the weird thing about eBay. The day before, I sold 3 things.
Yeah.
Make that make sense. But I listed like what I list 50 things the day after that, and then I had that spike in sales. So
yeah. So I think eBay doesn't fail you. I think you fail eBay. I mean, a lot of people that complain, and then you go look at their store and their shit's overpriced, or you go look and they have 23. Like my other buddy that I'm doing this with, he's like, it's just no good. He's like, he wants to go to Walmart and start selling on Walmart because they're opening up. I'm like, hey man, why don't you try to get to 500 listings and see if this works for you? He's never been over like 120. So I'm like, maybe if you got more listings, you'd sell more. So
yeah. I finally got up to 2,000 listings.
I don't think you sell consistent. I don't think you're going to sell in scale more. But if you have 500 things to pick from and not 112, there's a better opportunity for somebody.
Law of average, right?
Law of average, yeah.
Let me chime in on that. A lot of items. These eBay chat groups on Facebook, I belong to all these different ones. I just saw one the other day. He's got 6,900 items in his store, and he's been blank for several days. So
he has 69 crappy listings and 69 crappy products that no one wants to buy.
Yeah,
1,000 apparently.
6,900.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
That's still impressive. Either way you look at it, that's impressive.
That's a lot of work. I mean, he didn't use AI. He actually typed all that himself. That's nice.
We get this meetup behind us, dude. I think I'm going to go to the live selling as my main way to move inventory.
I think if you did that and wore like a tube top, it definitely,
Well,
I would tune in for sure.
I would. I'd show up for that.
My lack of production business wise, besides Alex's expert analysis of my store, is I've been severely distracted for the last 3 going on 4 weeks now.
What's that movie? Pootie Tang? Is that what it was called? Pootie Tang? Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy, man.
What's getting crazy?
Well, I'm in the relationship and it's rolling in my 5.0. So it's rolling good.
So your short hair can blow?
And situation life-wise is going to be changing very rapidly here in the next couple months for me. So that's all I'm going to say at this point. But yeah.
Well,
it's tracking good.
That's good, but you should pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't want it to speed too fast. Maybe that's your problem in the past.
No.
I know that
I'm not going.
If you're friends with Rocky Top long enough, you'll make it to at least one of his weddings.
This is not the psychoanalysis of Rocky Top show. Well, we won't get into it, but anyway. Interesting point I want to start off with. A couple weeks ago, I go to the same post office every day when I have sales, and I walk in and there's a bunch of packages on the teller teller counter, eBay taped up, So I look at these labels. I just wanted to see who the seller was, see if I knew him. And clerk came up, scanned my packages, and I said, "Why are all these sitting here on the counter?" "Oh, those are fake shipping labels. They are counterfeit shipping labels," is what she said. I said, "What?" I said, how does a person do that? And I'm not wanting to know because I want to do it, but I'm just curious.
Can you tell me how this works?
How are people counterfeiting shipping labels? She goes, what they do is they just buy the blank labels and use a label printer, and they get a program to where they can print the labels off. But the tracking numbers, she said they use old expired tracking numbers, because she said the post office, once a tracking number's been used, it disposes it out of its system. So somehow somebody's able to get a hold of these old tracking numbers and implement them on fake labels. And they're shipping all this. I mean, there's about 15, 20 packages sitting there. And every one of them was a fake shipping label.
So are they just putting that tracking number on eBay then, and not printing the label through eBay and it says it's delivered? I mean,
yeah, I'm guessing so. But here's my question, and hindsight's always 20/20 in most cases. So after I left the post office, I thought, well, if you want to catch this person, because obviously there's law being broke here, why didn't you just nail the people when they brought the packages and you discovered that they were counterfeit? Unless they discovered they were counterfeit after they left, they may have not have stood there and wait for them to be scanned in. I don't know.
I would think they just dumped them in the bin. But the tracking number is going to go to wherever that went to before. That doesn't make any sense unless, I sent you a package and I knew the tracking number, and then I faked another package to you, and then I could ship stuff to you and say, no, that, it needs to go there, right?
But for the customer, though, Jefferson, they have the seller's name and address for a return shipping on the top of the top left corner. They couldn't fake that, because if they wanted to return it, how is the seller ever going to get that item back?
Yeah, but if the post office guy were to scan it, it would pop in like Jefferson saying the old address that tracking number was for.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe you just put the people's. So I'm selling you stuff. I fake my shipping labels. I put the return address, your address, and then they just take it back to you.
Okay, but my point in saying all that is this: the people who has committed this crime, their name is on every package.
Is it the same name on every package, or is it who it's going to? Oh yeah.
Return address, same name, every label.
Joe Smith. That doesn't.
More important question is, what toy did you get in your Happy Meal today, Ben?
I went to McDonald's. Listen, went to McDonald's tonight and got a Big Mac. It is the first Big Mac I've had in a month. I'm proud of myself.
So you were just eating corn dogs?
Yeah. So they had the $8. They have the value meals now at McDonald's where they took them away. Now they're back. So you can get a Big Mac meal for $8.
If you get the app, you can get a meal for $5.
Well, I had the app, and that $5 deal, I used it so much I can't get it anymore. You use it so many times, man, and they take it off your app. I'm serious.
I don't think I've ever had a Big Mac in my life. Maybe when I was a kid, but in the last 30 years, I don't think so.
I had one maybe a week ago, probably.
I always get the chicken nuggets and fries. And
you talk about me and my chicken nuggets, and that's
I don't go. It's like every blue moon, it's not very often that I ever go there. Or when I'm sick, this is a weird thing, I like to get a fish fillet sandwich. So I'll order 20 piece and a fish fillet and fries. I'll eat all of it. Yeah,
dude, you don't need to be eating seafood when you're processed.
Who said it was seafood? You said anything about food?
Yeah. When I'm sick, I get Little Caesars, because whenever I was sick and I was a kid, my mom would pick us up Little Caesars. So
I got food poisoning off of Little Caesars.
The best thing about the fish fillet is the bun that they use, that smooth bun. So my wife thinks I'm weird because it's got a.
You sit there and rub it before you.
Yes, I got to rub the bun a little bit. So soft, so soft. Next time I get one, I'll let you touch my buns.
You're sitting there fondling your food, dude. You're sick.
Today I ordered
mostly just my nuggets.
Yeah.
You're molesting. You're molesting food buns.
Yeah, the only problem with the apps is the last place you bought from was like in Tampa, and you don't pay attention, and then you buy your breakfast, and then you go to the place you think you bought it from, and it was in Tampa. So I bought breakfast twice today. So someone in Tampa got
Well, you had a second breakfast like a hobbit?
No, I wasn't going to drive 5.5 hours to pick up my Burger King.
Hey, you all don't have Bob Evans restaurants, do you? Have you heard of Bob Evans?
I've never heard of Bob. Who's Bob?
Bob Evans is in Tampa. I have one. In the Sun City, there's one.
It's kind of a spin-off from the Cracker Barrel, Bob Evans Country Kitchen. Anyway, I went there Sunday, and I got the caramel apple with whipped cream French toast. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Big Mac's better, but
of Cracker Barrel. I was driving down the freeway the other day, and there's a big sign with the Cracker Barrel logo, but on the words it says "Fire your CEO." I'm like, who paid for that sign? That's amazing.
You know, our Cracker Barrel never did change. It didn't change a lick. I'd heard that they had only remodeled a couple of the stores, and since then they've put the new old signs back up, put everything back the way it was. But anyway, nonetheless. So anyway, kids, just know that you can, there's people out there creating counterfeit shipping labels.
That's crazy.
And those are all for eBay, huh?
Yes.
I wouldn't try it for eBay. I mean, I'd risk my Poshmark account for that maybe, but not my eBay.
Well, you know, they're not going to ship those, so those customers are not going to get their product.
Wouldn't that be a federal crime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tampering with mail, right? Yeah.
Yes.
If their real names on it, they could just track them and find them very easily.
Yes. I'll ask them the next time I'm at the post office. I'm going to ask them what they did in follow up to that case.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, let's get in on the front end of this. Let's talk about the meetup here, because it's not this weekend but the next, and time flies anyway when you get old. And so wanted to tell the viewers to tune in already to the live I told you about Thursday of next week. But after the live show, we're going to be doing a live selling show over at First Class Treasures over at J-Ride's outlet. And so far, unless you all want to join in, it's me and Archie Biscuit Butt that's going to be doing a live selling right here where I'm sitting. And we're going to have all kinds of stuff we're going to push through for maybe about an hour or two, depending on how it goes. And so I'm looking forward to getting my feet wet in the live selling arena.
Yeah. You're going to learn how to do the whole back end of that and everything. And then I'll expect you to be on live for following weeks, right?
Maybe.
Well, speaking of live selling, I want to shout out to our new sponsors of the event. We have Dibbed It that just came on board for an anchor sponsor, also First Class Treasures. So we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
So we have two more. They just waited till the last week. So
yeah.
I got a rebuttal. I watched the Trash to Cash, and I am not a hypocrite about not wanting to go to titty bars and willing to go to.
What happened?
Pete's. Yeah, Dave called me out as a hypocrite. Said, I don't want to go to a titty bar. I guess when we were on the other podcast, he called it out. Said I was a hypocrite. I don't think I'm a hypocrite. I used to, when I was younger, there was a titty bar in Smyrna, Delaware, that it wasn't a very good place, but they had a great lunch buffet. I used to go there and eat because it was $5.95 all you can eat, and they had good shrimp and crabs.
How is he calling you a hypocrite? Because
I went to the Peaks. No, I went to the Peaks, and he said, "So Dave, there's a huge difference between the Peaks and a titty bar. So if we ever get together, we need to do our own survey and go to a titty bar and then go to Peaks. All right, you and me, we'll just get out there and we'll see which one's
I
more
think you and
offensive
Dave
to the
have Twin
ladies.
Peaks, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Go to the Twin Peaks. But I don't think it's hypocritical to go to one and not the other.
I haven't heard that episode yet, but I'm like 3 behind. So
yeah, I keep up with them. I like it. It's a good show.
I used to only listen to the podcast when I'm driving, and I'm not driving anymore. So I'm trying to throw them on as I'm listening and stuff.
So Thursday night, the 25th, ladies and gentlemen, Locker Room Live. Then following that, we're going to be doing a live sell show. So tune in over there on this channel as well as over on District to see what we're going to do, because I just want to move some product and we'll see what happens.
Are you going to pull items from your eBay store, or are you doing Amazon mystery box for that show? What's the plan?
Amazon mystery boxes. Yeah. Have you talked to Archie, Alex? Has he talked to you?
I talked to him today, but we did not talk about stopping by there. So it's going to be up to you when they come here Thursday for you to let me know if they have some available that week or not.
He wants to get here as early as possible.
Well, Archie, wake up.
He said he was going to talk to you about it to make sure y'all get here before half the day's gone.
Okay.
And if y'all stop off over there and pick you up a box or two, and we'll run Amazon mystery box items on the live show. I might throw some other things in there in between. We'll see how it goes.
Well, the drive,
huh?
Oh, I was thinking the drive's gonna take us 4 hours. We got to stop in Knoxville, which may be half an hour, right? To run in and run out. Maybe less than that.
Less than that.
I got at least have a half an hour to go to Buc-ee's on the way there too, even though I'm going there on the way back.
Then I would hit the road about 5.
That's not happening.
Tell me what time you're going to be in Knoxville, because Wednesday. I'm going to my mother-in-law.
I'll call you.
I'll be text me, because I might meet you there to check that out.
Okay.
I'm going to be in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is right next to Knoxville.
Okay. Yeah, if they have boxes, I'll pick one up too, and maybe I'll join the live show and run some of that stuff, or we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
I got a bunch of giveaways in the trunk of my car. I don't know if they're good or not, but they're like, oh, this is new. I'll throw that in there. Got like car covers and some seat covers and some tools.
I just opened up 2 boxes that they had whatnot written on there, because this is years ago after I stopped doing Amazon. So it's all old Amazon products. I was going to grab some of that for giveaways and stuff. But it's that stuff that you were selling that you got, Ben, in your Amazon boxes, that one company that sold really well for you.
Yes.
I forget what it's called right now, but I have like a whole box of shampoo from that company and stuff.
Native.
Yeah. I have a whole box of Native products. And they're selling all on eBay. They're like $15, each. When
I sold those body deodorant, Native body deodorant cream tubes, I put them in lots of like 6 tubes to a thing, and this one customer bought them all from me. She emailed me the other day saying, listen, love this product. If you ever get any more, I'll take them all. And I'm like, now I'm going to be hoping in mystery boxes that I get more of them.
I have to show you the stuff I have. I don't know if it's anything you got before. Jefferson, do you have a screen in the corner there, or are you trying to catch a fly again?
He's got flies.
I've got flies everywhere. I bought these damn fly strips, and then they filled up.
I see one hanging behind you.
There's one over there. There's no flies. But you know what I tried to do? Use it like a whip to catch them in the air. And I left some smears on the wall.
It's very important, Jefferson, that you do not leave dirty dishes in your sink over 2 weeks.
There is no dirty dishes in my sink. The problem is, all right, I was cooking in that Ninja oven over there behind the whiskey bottles, and I might have overcooked something, so the smoke went crazy. And then I went over to the wall there. You see that hole in the wall?
Yeah.
That's got a fan in it, and I pulled the cord maybe a little harder than I should have, and so now it's just sticking open.
Uh-oh.
They're getting in that way.
I think so.
Put some tin foil over it.
2 birds have gotten in here that way, so I'm pretty sure a fly can.
Birds?
Yeah. I was on my other podcast like 3 episodes ago, and a bird went behind me. He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, There's a freaking bird.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Can
You
that
can put
happen on our show?
tinfoil over that.
Yeah, tinfoil. That's a good idea. I use that for my hat though, so I don't want to waste it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the main kickoff is Friday, the 26th of September. Doors open at 6. And most of you all that have signed up to attend, you should have been getting emails periodically from Mary, giving some directives, like with parking. On the main level where the building is parking, the first parking lot. But if you drive on down, there's a lower level parking. We will need to utilize that. I guarantee you. So there's 2 parking lots, the upper level where the building is, and then the lower level, just so that everybody knows. Also, you had been sent an email with a list of local restaurants that are very, very close by. For those of you staying at the Hampton Inn or the Quality Inn, plenty of choices, literally some of the locations you can walk to from your hotel. So I think what most people are going to really like about this location and what we're doing is that everything that we need to do is really in close proximity to one another, especially the Moose Lodge is literally 2 miles or so from my house, 3 miles at the most. And the Hampton is literally a half mile down the street. So everything's close. And so come prepared Friday to have a good time. I talked with my buddy Larry, our DJ from Sound Review. He's confirmed his date. And we're going to be cranking up the karaoke, the beard contest. You all should have a schedule in your email. Also, all of this information we're talking about is on our Facebook group page that you can go click through past posts and check all that info out. And fun night of karaoke and drinking and eating or whatever you want to do. Be sure when you get to the Moose, they only take cash, because if you're a non-member, you have to pay cash. There is an ATM on site if you need to utilize that as well. Bring your own liquor and wine. They only sell beer and other non-alcoholic beverages. So once you bring liquor or wine in, you need to take them to the bartender immediately, because there will be a pour fee. I think it's around $1.50. And we can't have anybody keeping their own bottles at their table. We'll get busted for that. We'll get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble. So turn your liquor and stuff in when you get there.
Belt buckle?
Belt buckle.
But anyway, moving to Saturday,
Jefferson's going to leave the freaking meetup like 20 times to keep filling that damn thing up.
Yeah. I took it to the Nashville meetup, and it holds nothing. It's not even worth.
It's like one drink.
One drink.
It's just a shot worth, ain't it, or less?
Yeah, it's like probably 2 ounces.
Is there a pouring fee if they fill up like a bubbler for me?
Probably. But I to be honest with you, the two of you, I haven't given much thought. I'm just excited to have all of you here and hanging out, that I haven't much thought about Saturday morning. Everybody's pretty much on their own. I mean, we're going to have a list of yard sales available to you to go on our yard sale route. But I haven't really, we've talked about it before, but it's been a while. I haven't given much thought what I'm doing Saturday morning. If I'm going to do the yard sale trail or.
I think we're going to yard sale with the people. I mean, we were talking about, having breakfast and cooking it and doing that, but yeah. I think the people that are coming would like to see Rocky Top out there.
Is it just yard sales, or is it there's not a flea market Saturday morning, right? Or
no, flea market will be Saturday afternoon, because we're meeting at Pizza Inn at 12. Okay. And after we eat lunch, we drive up to Bluntville where the Tri-City Flea Market is. That I want to go check out because it's so massive.
I should move there to Bluntville.
Bluntville.
Yeah. Sounds like my type of place.
Yeah.
Yep, because you're blunt. No filter.
Yes. I know, we got to watch him. He says random stuff that really offends.
Well, Jefferson ain't got no filter either. I think I'm the only one out of the two of you that's got it.
I should go to Assville. That's me.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah. So, you can, for those of you attending the meetup, you can buddy up with another reseller to go together, yard selling, whatever y'all want to do. You're free to do whatever. Yeah. So after the flea market, we reassemble Saturday evening again at 6 p.m. Doors will open. This will be the most power packed session because the first night is a meet and greet, kick back, relax, have fun, get to know people. But we're having the Q&A. We also have the grab and stab. We've got some other things planned. And then, of course, we're doing all the giveaways on Saturday evening.
Yep.
When you register on Friday, if you're attending, you will receive a red numbered ticket. You'd want to put that in your little lanyard pouch that we'll be handing out when you get registered. Hang on to your tickets, and we're going to be doing giveaways all in one whack, back to back to back to back to back. And
yes. Saturday, it's funny because Saturday is like instead of the first opening night, Saturday for this event is the main night.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yeah, it's the one you want to be at if you want to get something for a giveaway, because we're going to have there's going to be plenty for giveaways.
Well, the big giveaway, what, $100 gift card?
Yeah, there's
$100 gift card. Isn't there some free programs too for like a year you could win?
Yeah.
Is that from Tree Cat's doing what, 2 months free, right? For anyone that's showing
and
up.
My Reseller Genie, if you're in attendance, you'll get a coupon code to try My Reseller Genie for free for 30 days. I believe it is. They've shipped me all their stuff and I've got it there in the house. So also with the grab and stab game, if you don't know what that is, we changed the name of it. It's basically the white elephant game you might play as a family at Christmas, where you draw a number and you go pick a gift from under the tree. And then if you're the second person that draws number 2, you can either take number 1's gift or you can go get one, so to speak, under the tree. I'm just explaining the basics, but that's what grab and stab is. Now, to play this,
we should get a tree for sure now.
Yes. Yeah, we might get a tree. I don't know. Nah, I don't know.
Or a nice bush.
Nice bush.
A burning bush.
A burning bush. Yes.
So to participate, if you're attending, to participate in this grab and stab, if it's husband and wife, you need to bring 2 items with you. Now, this could be something you can purchase before you leave home to come here. It could be something out of your own inventory that you've sourced back at home where you live, or it could be something that you picked up at the flea market or the yard sales when you get to town. It's totally up to you. It doesn't have to be wrapped. You can wrap it if you want, but you don't have to. So those are just the different ways that if you want to play this, you have to bring an item. And husband and wife, you got to bring one for her, one for him. Both of you are in the game. So
or if they want to do it together, they can just do one.
Or you could do it together, but everybody's going to get a separate numbered ticket for the giveaways.
Oh, true that.
Yeah. So
don't pick Jefferson's, because all it's going to be is a used fly strip with flies.
Mine is a golf bag telephone.
Really?
Telephone.
Super cool.
Sounds cool.
No one. It's real? Like, you need a landline to use it, but it is super cool. That's what I'm bringing for the grab and stab.
Huh.
Awesome.
Maybe you want to grab Jefferson's. That
cool. It's pretty cool.
So we'll be having, Saturday night, we'll be having the different sessions, and then we'll have some background music going, and then we wind things down. And then on Sunday, like I've been telling all of you previously, if you're headed east, you could stop at the Jonesboro Flea Market. If you're heading west, like towards Knoxville, Nashville area, you can stop off at Buc-ee's at the Sevierville Pigeon Forge exit off of Interstate 81 and meet us for lunch at Buc-ee's at 12 noon. And then right across the interstate is the Great Smoky Mountain Flea Market. You can go there, check that place out. It's very nice. It's a little pricey because that's a tourist area, but I've gotten some good deals over there. So that's kind of a free for all. You can decide what you want to do, but we will be at Buc-ee's at 12 on Sunday to hang out with all of you all for the last few minutes that you're in town. Love to have you come out and meet us there for a brisket sandwich, and we just explore Buc-ee's and just hang out and have a good time.
I get the sandwich because I bought the brisket by itself. I paid more money for less meat than I got on my sandwich.
Well, here's a reselling tip. If we are going to Buc-ee's, the thing that's always sell well, if you can buy the Buc-ee Halloween decorations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just thought of that right now. I'm sitting here. I want to get one of those. They
Yeah.
skyrocket on price on eBay. So
Yes. Because they're limited run. They print limited numbers of that stuff.
hopefully they already have them out. I want to get one of those.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
On Sunday when I was coming back, I stopped at Buc-ee's here, the one they just built.
Do they have it?
They just built one, and there was a Buc-ee, like you could get a picture with Buc-ee in front of the truck, but I didn't do it because I felt a little weird. This was just kids. So I'm like, I should have done that.
They don't have the big metal Buc-ee outside to take pictures with, like the bronze.
No, they had an actual Buc-ee guy in a costume.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he was standing next to like a red pickup truck.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have photo opportunities set up in the actual banquet hall that we'll be in. So if you want to get some selfies with other reseller friends that either you know or just became friends with, you'll have opportunities to go to that area throughout the whole weekend to snap your pictures. We'd love for you to copy the Reseller Locker Room if you do post them on social, because we would love to see all the different photos that were taken.
Tag us, copy. Yeah.
Tag us.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
I just got in the mail because I ordered this a while ago for the meetup. It's a cardboard cutout of myself. So anyone's free. If you guys want to come take a picture with me, I'll set it up in the corner so no one actually bugs me.
A cardboard standout.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be. We should have done that of all three of us. Just made them and stuck them over in the corner.
Yeah. Don't talk to us.
With the beers and stuff from the hotel room. That'd be awesome.
But photos with us are only $5 a piece per person. And
now $5 for you, $3 for Beard Ping, and I have to pay $2.
Beard
it goes to our slush fund. It'll keep me in the nicotine packets because I am trying to quit vaping. I'm switching to these.
I'm switching habits, guys. I'm switching habits.
Kevin let me try one that he was doing when we were in Nashville when we ate lunch at that pizza joint, and he gave me one, and I was like, this ain't bad. But then I told Jefferson, I said, this feels too much like dipping.
But it's not, because I'm trying to quit dipping, and I still keep going back to the dirt. So,
but I don't mind it. It's good.
It's actually decent. Yeah, I like it.
And these pouches last forever, dude. This is peppermint, and they're long lasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, this is not a sponsor of the show, but might be.
Might be if we get
someday.
Them. We both have nicotine addictions, so hey, look us up. You know?
So, Alex, the big question I have
maybe Jefferson, you could get sponsored by cheap alcohol.
Exactly. If you got crappy alcohol and you need somebody to drink it and tell people how wonderful it is, I'm the man. Check out my channel, Jefferson Flips. It's all shipping and sipping.
You could, if you ever blew up, you actually could get sponsorships and people send you alcohol.
Although, you know what,
I'm promoting this.
I'm going to do Sober October. So next month, I'm not drinking at all. I've come to that realization because being by myself in this little apartment, I may drink a little more than I used to, like every day. And I used to only drink,
But now you have the flies with you, so at least you have some company.
Exactly. I've been trying to work on a frog thing.
At least you're not putting Vaseline in your socks.
That's the craziest shit I've heard. I love him, man. He's
Dan.
He has great ideas.
I love Dan, but he's
on a whole nother level that I can't.
Golly, never heard of that in my life. But anyway, that's
like walking around with wet socks all day. Like if I step in a puddle and my feet and my socks get wet, it ruins my whole damn day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he's voluntarily putting sludge inside of his shoe and his sock.
He needs to go. He needs to get. Remember those? You don't remember those, but the little eggs that you could get all the calluses off your feet. I'm sure you guys didn't do that, but he needs one of them.
Remember, I don't do no pedicures and manicures.
I know. You're too manly for that, and I'm a sissy. It's all good, right? I'm fine with being a girl from the waist up.
Alex, the question I have for you, and this is a big one. Have you got enough books moved out of the way so when the guys get to your house, they can actually walk around?
I still have about 12 boxes upstairs. And yeah, the floor behind the table behind me is still packed with books. I'm trying to
How'd you
work
like-
on everything on the floor to get it done within the next week. So there's nothing, at least in this room.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, our beloved Alex has become a book slut. And he's pimping out thousands of books.
Hey man, if you can get them for the right price, it's worth it. Your time.
Oh, I know it.
I am,
And
but,
I
I'm,
think,
but I'm making thousands of dollars too.
He's
The
making
one thing
killer
I
money.
found out about de minimis, the thing that I'm going to talk about is books are very, very low to import. So if you want to buy them outside the country, you still can. The import tax on books is very, very light.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I'm very, very proud of your efforts, Alex, how you've geared that business up and you're making some great money. And I'm proud of you. I think it's awesome, dude. It's just, I don't read and I just can't get in that track of selling books.
Well, we got the second storage unit's pretty full over there. I call it the storage unit. It's just a little storage shed hooked onto this little part of the house down here. So I got aisles there now. So I'm hoping to be able to do like 6,000 to 8,000 books, maybe. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah. I this weekend went to the yard sale. I found the Walking Dead book, a book like a series.
Comic? Yeah.
No, it's not a comic. It's actually a book, like the actual book. Not the, but I've been reading that, trying, 3 pages a day. Rise of the Governor, and then a couple other different ones in the series.
Does it have pictures in it?
No, it's just.
No, you won't get very far then, I don't think.
I'm about halfway through it. I mean, I can read.
I only
I
go
have to use my finger, and I got to work the words out.
Yep.
Aqua. Okay, and then I move on to the next word. It's a whole process, right?
Pop-ups is the only thing that keeps my attention.
Yeah.
I sold some, but I sold the Christmas ones too. Man, I sold all the pop-up. We came across at a yard sale. It was like Bethany actually found these. I think they're all like from the 50s pop-up books, vintage pop-up books, and they sold within like a week for pretty decent money. And we paid. There was boxes of books, and every box of books. I'm like, how much for this? He's like $3. So everything we paid $12 for everything we got there.
Wow.
Nice. That's the thing about books, man. People devalue them. They don't really think they're worth anything. So
I got an offer right now on a encyclopedia set from that yard sale for. I had it listed for $50. They offered me 40, so made a lot.
Shipping on that's going to be heavy, though, right?
Yeah, but
it's
waste. In my shipping, it's 2 pounds heavier than it really is. So I'll make money off it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, we need to shout out Mike Camparelli and Mary for sure. When we're talking about the meetup, and we brought them in at the very beginning or the very thought of having this meetup.
No, they've been crucial to the whole thing.
They're actively right now, as we record this, promoting the meetup.
Another podcast.
I remember when the idea was born, I got on the phone and I done a 3-way with them, and I told them what we were thinking of.
You guys are really close, huh?
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
I've been in a hotel room with him. I'm staying in the hotel room, and I have no plans to do a 3-way. I mean,
but
guy.
both Mike and Mary just jumped at this to help us, and Mary, good golly, if I could afford to hire her as a full-time employee, I would hire her in a second.
What would she do? Reprice all your items?
Well, come to think of it, that might not be a bad thing if I ask her to do that. But
I was being your employee for free, and then you got mad that I gave you my advice.
I didn't get mad. But no, seriously, Mike and Mary have been very instrumental. Mary's done a lot of the grunt work, so to speak. Anytime I need something done, I would throw it in our little planning chat and ask her to do it, and she's just been on the spot, and we love her to death, and we appreciate her and Mike. And Mike's contributed his advices, and he contributed some ideas of what we need to do at this weekend meetup deal. And we love you guys. We couldn't have pulled it off without you being a part of this team. And it's just awesome that we can come together and put something together like this. And everybody, I hope, is going to really enjoy it. So just wanted to make sure we mentioned those two. So
Well, are we going to cover a topic because we're 45 minutes in, or do we want to save that topic? Or Jefferson, you want to get into it? What you wanted to talk?
Presentation and everything, man. I thought we were doing
Let's
some
go.
real stuff here.
I just didn't know if you wanted to do it now or do a whole nother show about that prison.
No, it doesn't matter. We can do it now. It's not that great. It's only like 5-6 slides. So
all right, let's roll with it, B.
Share screen. Hold on, let me share screen. Share screen.
Hang loose, everybody.
Slide.
Okay, here we go.
Does that show up good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Section 2
All right.
or 321.
Yeah, section. It's called what's called section 321. It's the $800 de minimis rule, right? So what does that mean? What's the next slide? Go.
Wow, you're really prepared.
Well, I do these all the time at work.
Okay.
What it was. Normally, when you imported something to the U.S., you had to pay customs duty tariffs and deal with a bunch of paperwork. But there was a section 321, which was the rule that said if the package was less than $800 in value, it could come into the U.S. duty free with no paperwork, almost no paperwork. You need a shipping label, I guess. But why it mattered?
Make a fake one.
Yeah, make a fake one. I didn't know you could do that. So the problem was it made shopping from overseas very easy and cheap, right? Sites like Shein, Temu, AliExpress, Wish, all those places were able to send small packages of low value to the U.S. for next to nothing. Plus, the shipping cost was really minimal. Like they would pay something to the China USPS, and then they would then just forward it to the U.S. The U.S. would deliver it, right? So the problem is the U.S. was losing $1 billion in tariffs. They say that when this it went from a few packages hitting this to millions and millions of packages, right? So the domestic sellers said it was unfair. So this is all changed now, right? So presentation, next slide. Come on.
Very impressive, bro.
All right. So what's the broader impact of that? All right. So distribution of global e-commerce to the ended significant change right now because they're changing it. Someone sold something.
Me.
What'd you sell?
He sold that $250 lunchbox.
Yeah,
thing.
I did.
You did?
Screw you, man.
Really? You sold that? No.
Let me see.
Dude.
Is that what sold for real? $250? Let me see.
You're such a freak, dude. You mentioned something, bang, there it goes.
Is that what really sold?
Yeah. Screw your advice, dude. Check that shit out.
It doesn't matter. Look who bought it. It's Beard King Picker. I'm going to cancel that shit now.
Sorry, Jefferson. We didn't mean to ruin.
No,
Go ahead,
right.
man.
That's awesome. If that sold, $250.
Yeah, it's average. They're going to listen to this podcast and cancel it because the average sold is only $65.
Well, you didn't have to announce that.
Yeah, the broader impact.
All right, let's get to the broad impacts of this problem here, bro.
So, they were able to ship stuff, e-commerce, landscaping, packing businesses relying on duty-free shipping to the U.S. customer. That's going away, or because they got rid of this in August. So increased delays, right? So now when stuff comes into the U.S., instead of it being duty-free and not having to have the shipping paperwork with it, it needs all that. So there's a chance that you'll end up with that stuck in customs. So shifting supply chain strategies, businesses, shipments to U.S. warehouse, so it'll have to change where instead of shipping small packages here, maybe they'll send larger packages here. So that way they'll be able to, or larger shipments, because there's no longer that freebie that was there.
And this all information is cited from NBC News.
That last thing's from NBC News.
Oh.
The rest of it I just made up. It's all bullshit. No. So looking at this, right? So reseller types, and I looked at it from different things, the reseller types. So, if you're an import-based reseller like AliExpress, Temu, duty-free under $800 was fast through customs. You could split shipments to avoid the tariff. So if someone did spend $2,000 with them, they would take it and break it into smaller packages, right?
Yeah.
So now that after August 29th, every shipment has to have duty. So full customs entry, it's a higher risk buying stuff in there. I bought stuff from Temu before. Like I bought a bunch of pocket watches and got them for next to nothing, free shipping to the US, and I sold those, made some good money. So the other people that are going to be affected are the private label importers. Now, a lot of them are on like Amazon, where they bring in their own thing, and they would split those into smaller amounts because you could buy stuff for next to nothing. So they're going to have to do bigger shipments and then work with like an importer to try to get those in the country. So that way they don't meet that. How we can go against this and do your own thing would be thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, right? So there's no, it's here already. You don't have to pay for an import fee. It doesn't matter. So there are definitely people like us that are doing that stuff are going to be the winners in this. Also, retail arbitrage is still a good way to do in the U.S. because it's already in the country. You don't have to pay anything for it to be imported. So if you can find stuff at a Kohl's or a place like that, you would definitely do well with it, right? So looking at that, what are we going to do in the fourth quarter to get rid of the get rid of the minimus charge? Missing a slide, I think. But
make one up.
I will. So things that I thought of, to share with everybody. Shift your sourcing. Lean into domestic supplies. If you were buying from somewhere else, now buy it from thrift stores, estate sales, flea markets, garage sales, stuff that's already here. Retail arbitrage. Look at Target, Walmart, Kohl's, Home Depot, the clearance areas, because they've already paid this. And then if they're getting rid of it, you might be able to buy it cheaper. Local liquidation, pallets, and auctions, like Ben was doing. That's what made me think of that. Focus on high margin, scarce goods, right? So things that wouldn't be affected by that would be vintage toys, collectibles, discount electronics, rare DVDs, retro video games, things like that you can buy here. And look at yourself when you're positioning yourself in this fourth quarter. Look at your pricing, make sure your pricing's good. Highlight in your things ships from the US, right? So people that are selling from outside the US will have to, incur this cost that you don't have to. So factor duties in if you're buying stuff, if you're importing, make sure you're adding that to it. It's a cost that you didn't have before, and now you'll have duties and you'll have costs that didn't. The other thing is, create bundles. That I was thinking would be a good thing for the fourth quarter. I do that with like DVDs and stuff like that. Instead of trying to sell one, put them in a bundle, and that way you can sell them for a better price per item. Yeah. So marketing, lean into the frustration of low imports. Phrases like no international delays, because if stuff is bought from outside the country, even if they are willing to take that cost on themselves, it's still going to end up in customs and it's going to slow it down. So no surprise at duty delivery. You can still send stuff to the US from outside the country, but that fee has to be paid. And if they don't pay it on the back end, you're going to end up paying it on this end. So, another thing I saw was, emphasize authenticity. Knockoffs come from outside the country. So if it's genuine, maybe it's already here. I put bundles in there again, just because I like bundles. Long term, move, for 2006. If you are buying stuff from outside the country, look for domestic warehouses and distributors that you can buy for here. Experiment with local sourcing, estate sales in a wealthy neighborhood, regional auctions, anything that you can buy stuff here instead of buying outside the country to help you as a reseller to stay away from that. track the CBP tariff rates on your category. One of the things I did see, and I put in there, books versus apparel. Books is so much cheaper to bring into the country than it is apparel. I think probably because less people are buying books. And, I added a quick checklist here for fourth quarter that you guys should probably be thinking about is, build up a domestic inventory now. If you're buying stuff from overseas, buy it now so it gets here before October. That way you have it here. You can sell it quickly. You don't have to worry about that stuff coming in and getting caught in customs. Audit your listings, man. Yeah, look at your listings. Make sure that you're putting their ships from the U.S. because I do believe this year they're still working on it. There's like 30 countries that I thought that's the tab that I'm missing. Create gift bundles in your store for the 15th time. Look at your shipping time. Go to 1 to 2 days so that way it doesn't get held up. And make sure you're promoting yourself during Black Friday and Cyber Monday so that way you get more sales. All right, that's my spiel.
Yeah,
it's really going to affect. I mean, like private label people on Amazon that are getting their stuff made in China and pretty much killing the whole. Which I don't like this business anyways. The drop shipping.
Yeah,
right. Because they're buying it from dealers and stuff, Chinese dealers and stuff.
I'm very impressed, Jefferson. I'm very impressed.
Missed the how countries are reacting. I must have double clicked. So how countries are reacting, just so you know, temporary suspensions. Many countries include Germany, Sweden, India, Australia have suspended shipments to the U.S. to manage the immediate fallout of the system. So those countries you can't even ship to the U.S.
Is that what's going on in Canada too? Are they on that list? Because
they're on that list. Yeah.
Josh keeps talking how he can't sell right now.
Yeah, so Canada is one of those countries that they're not selling to the U.S. because the thing is this came out in I think June that it gets signed into law, and it was supposed to give them like 2 years, and then they just pushed it forward to August. So all these countries don't have a way to even collect the de minimis charge on the other end. So they can't ship to the U.S. They can, but they can't through their postal services like Postal Canada, Postal Germany, Postal Sweden, Postal India. They can use UPS, but the cost of shipping is way up there.
Okay.
One country that has come up with a plan is UK. They're having the customer on their end, which would be the seller, pay all the fees up front. So it's DDP, which is postal delivery duties paid before they ship it. So they can ship from the UK, but there's no way to charge their customers, so they have to eat that on the front end. So it'd have to be a high dollar item, right? So,
yeah, to make it worth it.
Yeah, I can't believe I missed that. That was the best slide. Damn it. Well, thank God I'm pretty because I ain't real bright. That's when I look at it. All right, that's my spiel.
That's it. We got nothing. We're done. Ben's looking at things on the internet. He's trying to figure out how he can continue his drop shipping Amazon business.
Yeah, it's done.
Right there is the updated list of anchor sponsors for the meetup. Wanted to put that on screen real quick, and then we want to thank all of them that are supporting this meetup. They're the reasons why this event is not costing you, the attendee, anything to actually come in and be there. So we want to really appreciate and thank all of those resellers and their businesses for donating money to this cause. And we really appreciate our anchor sponsors. And then I want to get to our individuals real fast. If I can find it. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Apparently,
never mind.
Ben doesn't appreciate him as much.
Exactly. But yeah, whatever.
He lost the slide. I just sent it 5 minutes ago.
I got you.
That slide I'm going to take and chop out and try to make a PowerPoint that we're going to run. So,
and these are our individual sponsors at $20 a month. And then, of course, some of the ones we don't have.
I think some of them, we had to drop some of them down because it was consignment chats individual, or were they anchor? We started running out of room. So, I don't remember.
We want to thank Ron Duff, Jeffrey Fisher. They both came in at $100 anchor sponsors.
Mary's mom.
Mary's mom. Yes. But these are the individual businesses that sponsored us as well. We thank all of you for contributing very much. And a lot of them are going to be here so you can meet them.
Yeah,
it's pouring down rain. Can you hear it?
Yeah. No.
It was. Yeah, we had a storm warning here tonight, but I think it hit Antioch.
So we have like $300 left over. So Dave, if you come to the meetup, I'll take you to a strip club.
Gosh, it is pouring.
Gonna get lots of ones, huh?
Yeah.
All right, boys. This is it. This is the last time we're gonna see each other on camera, because the next time we're gonna be in face to face, and it's always exciting to be able to come into that situation. So can't wait to have y'all here.
Yeah,
can't wait to see. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I hope you clean up your room before we get there, Ben. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna stand. I gotta stick my head off that rack. I guess.
I'm bringing my laptop, so I might just be in another room with Mike and Mary.
All right. Great presentation, Jefferson. Thoroughly impressed. Thank you so much. I hope you, the audience, got something out of that. And don't go make counterfeit shipping labels. You'll get in trouble. We can't wait to see every one of you that are coming next weekend to the meetup. Not too late to sign up. Go to the Reseller Locker Room Facebook group page. Click on the link. We still have some seats available. If you want to make that decision in the last minute, click the link, sign up. We'll see you here in Greenville, G Vegas.
Are we still recording?
Go ahead.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben, congratulations on your fake sale. I know you downloaded the cha-ching sound and then just showed the picture. That's what sold to try to prove me wrong. We ain't buying it. We ain't buying it here.
That is very fishy. But how many times have you went out to your wherever your stuff is, and you touch a book and go, I can't believe this hasn't sold, or whatever it is, and then it sells right away. So please talk about anything I have that's worth a lot of money and tell me it's overpriced going forward, so that way I can sell it. That's awesome, dude.
Nanny, boo, boo.
Put that picture bigger. I got to see if that's the item I was talking about.
Stick your head in duty. Duty. All right. On behalf of the fellas and myself, we're going to see you when you watch this Thursday, 9 a.m. We're going to see you next Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, Reseller Locker Room Live, 2-year anniversary show. Mike, Mary, Jefferson, Alex, myself will all be here, and we're going to rock the house in the live. So tune in. Later, everybody.
Later.